From Television City in Hollywood, it's Card Sharks. And here's the host of Card Sharks, Bob Eubanks.
Hey, well, thank you. Hello, everybody. And welcome to Card Shark. Nice to have you with us again today. We have some very special friends with us today. We also have two very special dealers with us today. And before we start our show, let's meet our two dealers. Here they come right now. This is Susanna Williams and Lacey Pemberton. Morning, ladies.
Good morning.
I thought you would be over there. You ready? Okay, let's set it up for sudden death. And we will start our game in just a moment. But this week, all this week, we have very special people with us. And I'm talking about 10 couples who have all been married over 50 years. How's that? Welcome, folks, to our show. Okay, let's meet our Card Sharks. Here comes our champ, and here comes our challenger. Come on in here, Bruce and Cheryl. Well, how are you today?
I'm feeling great today, Bob.
I'm glad to hear that. You ought to be feeling great. You've won $24,800 as of right now.
That'll work.
Okay, quickly fill them in who you are.
My name's Bruce Adams. I'm from San Diego, California. I love it up here in L.A. and having a great time, Bob.
But you started off life in Montana, is that right?
Yeah, I was born and raised in a small town called Libby, Montana.
Oh, it's pretty country up there.
Yeah,
nice to have you back with us, Bruce. Cheryl is
Hi,
our
Bob.
challenger. How are you today?
Good. My name is Cheryl Cobre. I'm a newlywed going on 3 months now. I'm a hairstylist working out in Orange County, and my goal is to open my own salon out in San Fernando Valley, where I
If you
just
win
moved.
some bucks here, maybe you can do that, huh?
Yeah.
All right, we'll see what happens. When we left off last time, Bruce had won the first game, and we were in the middle of game number 2, and it was the fourth and final question, which means sudden death. Someone has to win the game on the next play of the card, so control is really what you're looking for. And the question will go to Bruce, and this question involves those 10 men who have been married over 50 years, and here they are right now. Gentlemen, again, welcome back to our show. And Bruce, here's your question. Before the show, we asked these 10 married men, since you've been married, have you ever spent the night on the couch? How many of these 10 married men have spent the night on the couch?
Oh, 50 years. Oh, for sure. I mean, those guys all look
Two
like...
of them down there going, huh.
Yeah, they probably spent a year on the couch.
Yeah, you think so?
But they all look, you know, like, okay, every couple, you know, has spent some time. So I'd say 9 of them have.
9 of them out of the 10 have actually spent the night on the couch. Cheryl, higher or lower than that?
Oh, gosh, that's a tough number to beat, but 50 years is a long time, but they've stayed together that long. I'm going to have to say that number might be a little lower.
A little lower than that. Let's see. The actual number of these married men who have spent the night on the couch is 2 of them. 2 of them. Only 2. All right. Where are you two bad boys? You two guys spent the night on the couch. Thank you, gentlemen, very much. Nice to have you with us, okay?
Sudden death.
Now, it's sudden death.
Yes.
Cheryl has control. Cheryl, these are your choices. You can play it out from the jack or change the jack, but if you goof, he wins the game in the championship, or you can pass it on to Bruce. He must play off the 8. If he goofs, you win the game. What do you want to do?
Oh, gosh. I'm going to have to pass it.
To pass it on to the champ. All right, Bruce, all up to you, my friend.
I'm going to go higher, Bob.
Higher than the 8. Let's see if it is. No, it is not. That means that Cheryl wins the game.
Congratulations.
Woo! Congratulations to you.
Thanks.
Okay, that's $100 for
Yeah.
you. 1 game for Bruce, 1 game for Cheryl. That means we got to play a tiebreaker game because the first player to win 2 games then plays for the big money.
Okay.
And if you'll notice this time that Susanna's going to deal out only 3 cards for our tiebreaker game. We'll have a maximum of 3 high-low questions. So the best of luck to the 2 of you. Here we go. Cheryl, the first question goes for you.
Okay.
Surveyed 100 men. We asked them, do you think women have it easier in life than men? How many men do think women have it easier?
Gosh, thinking from my husband's point of view, I have it much easier than he does. In most cases, I think the man does have it harder. So
How many men think that women have it easier?
I think 85.
85 out of 100 men
Yeah.
think women have it easier. Bruce?
Oh, Bob, I agree with the reasoning, but I'm going to say that's a little bit lower.
Lord, they've never had a baby if they think
Oh,
that.
I haven't either.
The actual number of men who said that women have it easier in life is 43. Yes, it was lower, Bruce. Okay, Bruce, here we go. 3 cards away from the championship, and the card is a 6. Player change.
Change that card, Bob.
Change it. All right, we'll do it. Thank you, Susanna. The 6 is now a 6 again.
Higher, Bob.
Higher than the 6, is it? Yeah.
Lower, Bob.
If it's lower, you remain the champ. You did it. Good. All right. Done it again. That means you're going to play for the big money again. Cheryl, you're a nice lady. $100. We have some nice prizes for you. Thank you very much. Okay? Thank you. We'll see you again. Come on, Chief.
Hey, all right.
All right.
I can handle it, Bob.
You're starting to love this, aren't you?
I like it.
Okay, our champ has won about $25,000. In a moment, he's going to have a chance to win maybe $32,000 more. Be back in just a moment for all of that, right after this. Welcome back. Our champ is now going to play for the big money again. He knows all the rules. We'll refresh your memory. The 25 that he's won so far is his to keep no matter what happens, but now we'll give you a pittance there on the bottom row, $200, but you can turn into a lot of money. When you get to the next row, it's another $400 of betting money. Minimum bets are $50 each time, and you can change one card per line by choosing one of the spare cards that Lacey is dealing out. And like I said before, you can win as much as $32,000 over there in the next few seconds. You did real well so far. So, you ready?
I'm ready.
Give the man $200. Here we go. You ready for your first card? Here comes Bruce. That card is a 9.
Get rid of that, Bob. I want number 2, please.
Number 2, okay. The 9 becomes a 6, and now you got to play with $200.
I'm going to go $150 higher.
150 higher than the 6. There's a king.
All
350.
of it lower, Bob.
All of it lower than the king. Look at there. 700.
Higher, Bob.
All of it higher than the deuce. 9. Now you got 1,400. Come up here, give you another $400. You got $1,800 with a 9.
Change it, Bob.
Which one?
Number 1, please.
Number 1. Okay, come on. Good card. 9 is now a 4. That's not bad. 1,800.
1,200 higher.
$1,200. Higher than the 4 it is. 3,000.
1,500 lower.
$1,500. Lower than the jack. Come on. Be there for him. Yeah. Whew, that was close. 4,500.
$1,000 lower.
$1,000 lower than the 10. Your card is a 7. Yes, $5,500. There's the 7. I assume you won't change.
Get rid of that. Give me a good one, Lacey.
All right, you got to bet at least $2,750 on this card. The card is another 7.
$2,750 higher.
$2,750 higher. Okay. Hey, if it's higher, you do real well anyway. Come on, be higher than the 7. No, it is not. That means you end up with $2,750 added to your total. You're still in fine shape, my friend. Yeah, you like that part, don't you? Yeah, I knew you did. The best part, heck with the money, right?
Yeah,
All right. Our champ is at $27,650. We'll meet a new challenger for him right after this. Time to meet a new challenger.
All right.
And it's another pretty lady. And Mary, would you please join us? Hi.
Hi, Bob.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Well, I'm just fine.
That's
Thank
good.
you. Tell us about Mary.
I'm Mary House. I'm formerly from Detroit, Michigan, living out in Los Angeles since 1972. I enjoy talking, singing, loving my children and my husband.
Well, if you like talking, you've come to the right place. All
Yes.
right? You know how to play the game. Cut the
Yes.
cards, I assume, before we went on the air.
Yes, I did.
Then Suzanne is going to deal them out, and here we go with our first question in this match between you and Bruce. And the first question goes to Bruce. Bruce, we surveyed 100 single women. We asked them, if Hugh Hefner asked you out on a date, would you go? How many single women said they would go out with Hugh Hefner?
I believe that's going to be a low number, Bob. You know, Hugh's getting up there in years. And
Here we go again, folks.
also, you know, who wants to go out with the guy that owns Playboy? He'll probably try to talk you into posing nude for him. So I'm going to say that's a low number. I'll say 17.
17 out of 100 said they'd like to go out with Hugh Hefner. Mary.
I totally disagree with that. I think if you're a single woman, and everybody knows Hugh Hefner has mega bucks, okay?
Oh, that'd do it,
yeah,
huh? Yeah.
They would definitely go out with him. If I was single, I would go out with him. I think that's going to be a higher number, bro.
That mega bucks would do it. Well, let's see. The actual number of single women who would go out with Hugh Hefner is 25.
Oh,
You're right, it was higher, Mary. Not as high as I thought, though. Okay, Mary, here's your card. That card is a deuce.
Higher.
Higher than the deuce. How about a 9?
Freeze.
Freeze there?
Okay.
Okay, put it by the book right there. We'll freeze on the 9. And we'll go on to our next question, and this is yours, Mary. We surveyed 100 third-grade girls. We asked them, do you have a bank account in your own name? How many third-grade girls said that they do?
Well, Bob, today, you know, like I know with my kids, I have saving bonds and stuff like that. I started when they were young. And I think people that have kids look out for their future. So I think that's going to be a relatively mediocre number. I'll say about 52.
52 out of 100, you say. Third-grade girls said they have a bank account in their own name. Bruce?
No, Bob. I feel that that's going to be a little bit lower number.
We'll see. Actual number of third-grade girls who have a bank account is 36. You're right. Was a little bit lower. Yeah, I thought so, too. Okay, Bruce, here we go. This is your card. It's a jack.
I'm going to keep it, Bob, and go lower.
Lower than the jack. Let's see. Yeah.
Higher, Bob.
Higher than the deuce. Here comes.
Lower, Bob.
Lower than the queen. You got it.
Freeze, Bob.
Freeze there? All right. Didn't run him after all. One card away from winning game number 1. Now, let's continue if we can. This is your question, Bruce. You know, people often say that you'll always know when true love comes along. So what we did is we surveyed 100 psychiatrists, and we asked them, do you agree that a person always knows when he truly loves someone? How many psychiatrists said yes, a person always knows when he truly loves someone?
Well, psychiatrists, I feel, are kind of dingy themselves sometimes.
I think that's a good medical term.
You know, what is love anyway? Who knows? Having been in love that I feel I was in love, it's I think what you feel yourself. So I think somebody would really know if they love someone. So I'd say the psychiatrists would say about 78 of them.
78. Say a person always knows when he's truly in love. Mary?
Well, Bob, I think that you do know, but I think psychiatrists think that we tend to fluctuate. We're in love one minute, then when we're out of love, we're in love another time. I think that's going to be a low number.
Low. It depends on the megabucks, doesn't
That's
it?
right.
Yes, right. Actual number of psychiatrists who said a person knows when he truly loves someone is 32. Boy, it was lower.
All right.
Change the 9?
Change that
I knew you'd
9,
say
Bob.
that. Thank you, Susanna. 9 is a 10. Now you get to play.
Lower.
Lower than the 10. Here comes a 6.
Higher.
Higher than the 6. How about an 8?
Ooh, freeze.
Freeze. Good game, you guys. Okay, both of our contestants just one card away from winning this game. Fourth and final question of the game. Sudden death. Someone has to win the game on the next play of the cards. It's really control that you're after. Mary, surveyed 100 New York City taxi cab drivers. We asked them, have you ever dented a parked car and then driven away without telling anyone? Have you ever dented a pedestrian? How many cab drivers admitted they have dented a parked car and then driven away?
Well, Bob, I've been to New York once, and New York taxi cab drivers have a name for themselves.
But you can't say that on television.
Sorry.
Okay.
I feel that that's going to be a relatively high number. I would say about 63.
63 out of 100 cab drivers said they've dented a parked car then driven away. What do you think,
Well,
Bruce?
I agree with the reasoning a lot. That's a tough question, but I'm going to say that's going to be just a little bit lower.
Lower, okay. Actual number of cab drivers who have dented a parked car and driven away is 18.
They didn't
What if they told us the truth? All right, sudden death time. Now, here's the situation. Who has the control? I'm sorry.
Bruce does.
Bruce has the control. Bruce, you know what? You can pass it or you can play it. What do you want to do?
Maroller, I'm going to change it and play it.
Okay, then change it and play. Your fate is in your own hands, and my friend, the 10 is now a queen.
All right.
Lower, Bob.
If it's lower, you win game number 1. You did it. Good. Good for you. All right, that's the first game of this match. Another $100 for our champ. That means that, Mary, you've got to win the next game. And we'll find out if Mary does win the next game when we come back. But first, we'll pause. We'll see you in just a moment.
It's time for our favorite TV moms to play our favorite TV games. So be on your best behavior.
Are you a dazzling redhead?
No.
Don't play with your food.
Concord. Great.
And make sure you're wearing clean underwear. Because Mom may have always said, don't play ball in the house, but she never said, don't play your favorite game shows.
Last night I was mugged by my own mother.
TV Moms Week, starting today at 3 on BUZZR. Let's play.
Welcome back to Card Sharks. Our champ won the first game, ready to begin game number 2. Susanna's dealt out the cards from the same deck. And that means that, Mary, you've got to win this game in order to stay in the championship. So, first question in game number 2 goes to you, Bruce. And this question involves our 10 women who have been married over 50 years. And there those lovely ladies are. Now, Bruce, before the show, we asked these 10 married women, are you wearing the same wedding ring you wore on the day you were married? How many of these 10 married women are wearing the same wedding ring?
Oh, I believe that, they've still got it. Whether, they might have got an additional ring, but I'm sure they still have the original also. So I'm going to say that's a lot of them. Looking at those, I'd say 8 of them.
8 of them out of the 10 are still wearing the same wedding ring. Mary, higher or lower than 8?
Well, Bob, I feel that I still have my same wedding ring. I've been married 7 years, but I'd look to upgrade it as I go on. I don't think they're still wearing the same original ring. I think it would be a little lower.
A little lower than that? Well, the actual number of these married women who are wearing the same wedding ring is 4 of them. Yes, you're right. It was lower. Now, ladies, which 4 of you are wearing your same wedding ring? Which 4? All right. There's one missing now. Think about it, ladies. Catherine, Catherine there in front. How long have you been married, hon?
68 years.
68 years. And the same ring. Well, I think that's wonderful. Thank you, ladies, very much for playing the game with us. Okay. Aren't they funny? I love them. I just love them. Okay, Mary, here we go. Here's your card. It's a 5.
Change the card.
Change it?
Okay.
All right, she wants to get rid of the 5. 5 becomes an ace. There's your card. Lower than the ace. Yeah, there's a king. Lower than a king is a 5.
Higher.
Higher than the 5, 7.
Freeze.
Freeze. Thought the lady was going to win the game right there. She chose to freeze. That keeps Bruce away from the cards, and we have another question. This one's for you, Mary. Mary, we surveyed 100 wives who discovered their husband was having an affair. We asked the wives, was the other woman someone you knew? How many wives said the other woman was someone they knew?
Well, Bob, I feel I'm married. My husband's not having an affair that I know of, but I think that women, I don't think they would know who it is. I just don't think that. I think it might be somebody from the job. I think it's going to be a low number. I think about, 43.
43 out of 100 wives said the other woman was someone they knew. Bruce?
I'm going to say that, you know, they might not know them as a friend or something, but I'm going to say they'd at least know who it is. I'm going to say it's a little higher.
A little higher than that. The actual number of wives who said the other woman was someone they knew is 48. Yes, it was. A little bit higher. Okay, Bruce, you have some catching up to do. Here's your card. It's a 10. Player change.
Change it, Bob.
Change it? All right. 10 becomes a jack.
Lower, Bob.
Lower than the jack, is it? Yes, it is.
Higher, Bob.
Higher than the 4, yeah.
Freeze, Bob.
The freeze? Okay. The freeze on the 9. So he's 2 cards away, and Mary is 1 card away from winning this game. Let's continue then. Bruce? Surveyed 100 Russians who left the Soviet Union and are now living in the United States. We asked them, as far as you know, was your mail ever censored when you lived in the Soviet Union? How many Russian immigrants said yes, their mail was censored?
I'd say that's probably a relatively high number, Bob. I'd say that that they either, if it's a United States postmark, they're going to read it. I'm going to say that's a high number, 71.
71 out of 100. Mary, what do you think about this one?
Well, I think that their mail probably was censored too, and I think that they knew about it. But I still think it might be a little low. I don't know if they would actually a little lower than.
Let's see. Actual number of Russian immigrants who said their mail was censored is 70. Woo! It was 1.
Yeah.
1, Mary. You're frozen to 7.
Change the card.
You bet. We will. The 7 is a 5.
I'm going to go higher, Bob.
If it's higher, you win the game and $100. And it is.
Yes.
Yes. All right, honey. There's your first $100 on Card Sharks. We're all tied up. 1 game for each contestant. Must play a tiebreaker. We'll be back with more of our show right after this. So we'll see you in just a moment, okay? Time to continue today. Each contestant has won a game. That means that next time we'll start our show off with a tiebreaker game. The winner of that game will become our champ and go on to play for the big money. Didn't do too bad, champ. You're still way up there. What is he, $27,000, something like that? I don't know. But it's a lot of money. Hey, who will be the champ? Find out next time. Until then, I'm Bob Eubanks for Susanna Williams, Lacey Pemberton, Gene Wood, and the whole gang saying thanks for watching Card Sharks. Bye-bye.
This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Sharks. A Mark Goodson television production.